Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your one and only athletic CoD gamer here, LD Talkers, with another awesome Call of Duty Ghost video. And today I'm actually bringing you guys episode number 1 of my Blitz attack routes, which pretty much where I'll be breaking down every map, giving you guys the overview, and telling you guys what the best routes for you Blitz attackers to get easier caps and quicker ones. Now, no doubt about it, this game is all about speed. So if you guys didn't miss my last video, I made a great class recommendation, gave you guys a very quick speeding map that can become very dangerous against the enemies and very useful for capping. Now, pretty much you guys can see the first one here. The one in blue, the blue dot on the thing is called team goal, which is pretty much our team goal that we're trying to protect. And the enemy goal that's in orange is pretty much what we're attacking, okay? Now, the green route, which you guys can see is the best route, is because you guys actually have a height advantage against the enemy here. Once you guys run down the middle, go up that catwalk, pretty much you guys have a height advantage. And you guys are going to see, if you guys have a lot of speed here, and you guys jump right off the catwalk, you guys should actually easily slide right off the car and right into it. And I've gotten so many easy caps like that, that if you guys are actually on this side and you're actually attacking, you guys should totally take advantage of it, because you guys are going to see a lot of easy caps are going to come from this side, just because of that height advantage. And you're going to see, you're just going to slide right off the car, right into the hard point, and it should be a really easy cap. Now, the reason why the next one that's in yellow is an okay route, going through the baseball store, is because you're actually eye level with the enemy, which doesn't mean you have an upper hand technically against the enemy, just because you don't have that height advantage like the blue, the green and green does. When you're running through here, it's eye to eye gunfight, which means you don't have an upper hand against the enemy, unlike when you're going up the catwalk and you're jumping off there where the green line is showing. You guys don't have that height advantage, and you're gonna see it's a lot tougher to win a gunfight. Now, think about this route. It's a worse route. Is because you actually do have cover inside the baseball store, and there's a couple little places where you guys could lean over from like little walls or a couple objects just standing there in the middle, and you're gonna see it's a lot easier if you guys take it slower on this side, because behind that statue there over at CDOM, you guys are going to see a lot of people like to stay back there to protect, because it is probably one of the easiest ways to protect against the enemies, since you guys can look over pretty much almost all 3 places if you guys rotate back and forth to all 3 little holes over here. Now, but the reason why the worst one is the one going through the grill and bar is because although you do have a height advantage because over a staircase, you are actually vulnerable, because you guys don't have as much cover as the baseball store is, and you guys are gonna see time and time again when going through that side where the kitchen is, that you guys actually have a lot less cover compared to the enemy that have that statue that they could pick you off all day, especially if you have MSBS protecting back there. Good luck trying to get around them. Now that's pretty much why on this side that's the worst route. Now, of course, keep in mind they're all alternative routes. You guys can easily change out a certain route like this. Obviously you can start going on the okay route and then pull up the alleyway and get yourself the easy cap, and that can become an easy route as well. And there's so many different ways, obviously, that you can change up routes. And keep in mind that sometimes the worst route is the best route, depending on how the enemies play it and how they're set up. Because sometimes the defense is really weak, and you can attack that grill and bar all day, and that become your best route. All depends, obviously, on the enemies and how they're playing. Because obviously, you have to be a good attacker. You obviously have to be able to change up your plays on the fly, and obviously be very sneaky. Now, the next one see as this time you guys are attacking on the opposite side here, and pretty much the best route for me is one going through here, the baseball shop. I think it's the best just because you're actually flanking behind their backs pretty much. Now, you do have to watch out because they have a couple spawns here that are right behind A-Dom, and they have one in the kitchen where B-Dom is around, and it becomes really dangerous. You can see you start getting a little more sandwiched at times, but I find this is the best one because you can just boost up that staircase, slide, and get right in there. You might actually get killed, but you will still get that cap for being in it. You're gonna see that this is probably one of your best choices and one of your best routes for sure to take, because you're flanking pretty much behind them, and if you're versing a couple retards, you're gonna see you're gonna be capping really easily, because most of the time it's gonna be capping in that corner behind that like little like I guess shop thingy in the corner to your right. When coming up the staircase. So you're gonna see a lot of times that they're not gonna have time to react to that, because you're gonna be running right up that staircase, slide right in there, and obviously it's gonna be a lot easier than going any other way. Now, the reason why the middle, which is the okay route, is the okay route, is because you don't have much cover down the middle. You have sort of like a little head glitch here going over close to catwalk. But other than that, they have a lot more an advantage. And when running down the middle, you are a lot more vulnerable, because if there is a guy sitting there in the staircase looking over the middle, or a guy camping in one of those corners, you do become a very easy target to kill. And the reason why the worst route is still the worst route from going from the grill and bar is just because, once again, you're actually really vulnerable when you guys come on this side. You're gonna see they actually have like 4 or 5 different places they can protect from this side. You can have people sitting in the staircases, sitting in the corner, on the right side there. They could also be looking over the grill and bar themselves from like a little head glitch, and they can be camping anywhere outside of grill and bar. So you're gonna see that's probably your worst idea, is to go from that grill and bar all the time, just because of the lack of coverage, and because there's a lot more ways you guys could get killed from sides and blind sides and all that. So moving on to the next one, this is how it is once the map is destroyed from a chem strike, and this could actually be a game changer. If you guys ever get lucky and get a chem strike inside a care package on clan versus clan, you're gonna see this is becoming a little bit of a game changer. Now, as you guys can see, there is no best option route, and the reason for that is because once you're attacking on this side, you're gonna see it's a lot really hectic. There's a whole lot of different places that the enemies are gonna sort of pull back to, and once again, the statues will become a big point. And trust me, that statue does become sort of glued to the enemies, and they're head glitching like crazy. Now, still, once again, I think the middle route maybe is a little better. But once again, it's also pretty much depending on the enemies. Lots of times, you like to just sit back, like I said, and you'll be being picked off everywhere. But for sure, one of your best options is still going mid through catwalk, although it's not there no more, because now everything's pretty much even ground. And you're gonna see it's a lot harder to get into that cap zone, because there is a lot more little places the enemies can hide now and protect that flag. Now moving on to the last one over here, pretty much sure once again you have yourself a best route. This is after, like I said, when the map is destroyed from a chem strike. Once again, going through the baseball shop, or where the baseball shop would have been, the green route is your best route, just because you're flanking once again right behind them. Once again, and this is actually a little easier to cap from this flank, just because there is no staircase to climb. It's straight ground. You just run, slide, cap. Pretty easy. Obviously, depending on their situation, and obviously depending, like I said, where the enemies are situated, maybe the middle one will become your best, just because you can sprint right down the middle and slide in. But obviously, all depends on the enemies. And once again, the worst one is going through the grill and bar. Just because, once again, the lack of coverage, and plus all the places the enemies can be just camping to look over their hard point over here, or their blitz point here. So pretty much it's a breakdown over here. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is pretty much breaking down, giving you guys the best routes and the worst routes. Like I said, how the enemies play, and depending on how the enemies are situated, the best route can become the worst, and the worst route can become the best. All depends against the enemies. Of course, the grid attacker, like I said, is able to change on the fly and make shit happen for his team. So that's the end of the video. Hit the like and favorite button if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome content. As always, you want to life at a CoD gamer. Wishing you guys an amazing day.